An article that was published not too long ago shed light on a surprising development that has took place just recently. The fact that the value of XRP has reached 1,427 is truly unprecedented. This technique might potentially be adopted by 30% of the world's banking institutions, which would be a huge milestone. In spite of the fact that 30% may appear to be rather little at first glance, it actually forms a major portion of the banking business. During the meeting that we are having today, we have all of the evidence to back up the assertion that Ripple is reportedly interacting with approximately one-third of the banks in the world currently. It is possible that this will turn out to be a fascinating new development. In contrast, the question is brought up in the discussion. To what extent are these financial institutions making use of Ripple to the fullest extent of its capabilities? That does not seem to be the case. The topic of this discussion is going to be discussed in further detail during the course of our talk today. We are also going to look into a piece of news that came to light just 2 days ago. This news provides evidence that Ripple is on the edge of going public before the end of March, and we are going to explore it. Taking into account the fact that we are moving closer and closer to the end of March, this trend has the ability to rocket the price of XRP to an amazing 8 to 97 in a little more than a month. The fact that SBI holdings alone are responsible for approximately 4% of all deposits made through international accounts and global financial institutions is an intriguing information to take into consideration. Consequently, this shows that, in the greater scheme of things, SBI has the potential to constitute a sizable 4% of the 30% international banking sector, which might potentially embrace Ripple's technology. However, that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the situation. Additionally, Ripple has built a spectacular partnership in Brazil, where it has launched its on-demand liquidity services in conjunction with the Central Bank of Brazil. This partnership has been a significant success. To add insult to injury, this is just one piece of the puzzle that is the planet. In light of our recent discussions regarding the BRICS nations, you may recall that we investigated the ways in which each member nation, which includes China, Brazil, South Africa, Russia, and India, maintains direct ties with Ripple for on-demand liquidity and central bank digital currencies, also known as CBDCs. If you watched my most recent video, you will be able to recall that we did this. When the gross domestic product of the world is compared to the GDP of the BRICS nations, it is clear that these nations are responsible for around 29% of the entire economic production of the world. The fact that this is the case brings to our attention an intriguing possibility. There is the potential for extremely substantial ramifications to occur in the event that the BRICS nations decide to work together with Ripple. I recently published a video in which I highlighted the practicality of integrating CBDCs on the XRP ledger, as well as the steps that are currently being done. In this video, I presented a full discussion of this topic. In the context of this conversation, it is not possible to place sufficient emphasis on the significance of the XRP ledger. With the impending arrival of the next bull market, the technology that Ripple has developed has the potential to become much more significant. This is due to the fact that it plays a significant role in the ever-changing financial landscape, which is the reason why we are looking forward to the next potential bull market. There was a significant shift in the conversation around Ripple's growing prominence in the realm of financial technology as a result of a public announcement that was me. The FedNow payment system is scheduled to appear in the near future. This new development was brought to the attention of the Federal Reserve, which highlighted the collaboration with Metal Blockchain as an important step in the process of effectively narrowing the gap between traditional banking systems and the decentralized finance sector. This was done in order to make the process of converting fiat currency into stable currencies as smooth as possible. At this time, residents of the United States are able to make domestic payments in a short amount of time. This is primarily accomplished through the utilization of third-party services like Venmo and PayPal, or through the utilization of digital Bitcoin wallets. It is predicted that the FedNow service will bring about a significant shift in the environment that we are currently operating in. Despite the fact that the platform is now in the experimental stage, it has already attracted participation from more than 120 different companies. A variety of payment processors and solution providers are included among these businesses. Notable brands such as US Bank and Exchange Bank are also included in this particular group. This new achievement not only exemplifies the growing acceptance and implementation of blockchain technology in conventional financial services, but it also marks a significant turning point in the process of integrating traditional banking with the cutting-edge field of decentralized finance. Ripple, a business that is already a dominant force in the field of distributed ledger technology and solutions for international payments, is in an excellent position to become a major partner in the FedNow endeavor that is being headed by the Federal Reserve. Ripple is well positioned to become a key participant in the venture. Stellar Lumens, which is sometimes referred to as XLM, is yet a no. Their cryptocurrency that is anticipated to be incorporated into the FedNow ecosystem eventually. The blockchain-based network that this cryptocurrency utilizes is well known for its ability to simplify and lower the cost of transactions that take place wherever in the globe. An exciting new development in the plot is about to take place, and it is impossible to ignore it. The attention of many people working in the financial technology industry was captured by a headline that was published only 8 hours ago. As a result of a 30% acceptance rate by banks around the world, the price of XRP has skyrocketed to $1,427. The transformative potential of blockchain technology in the financial sector has been impressively demonstrated by a recent event that has taken place. According to the information presented in the article, the amazing rise in the value of XRP to $1,427 may be attributed to the fact that 30% of the banks around the world have adopted it for usage in international financial transactions. The price of XRP has surged to levels that have never been seen before as a result of the fact that this level of acceptance signals a massive demand for the cryptocurrency. With a market valuation that is increasing, the rise of XRP not only signifies a victory for Ripple, but it also symbolizes the possibility of a jackpot for investors. This discovery, which reveals that the market penetration of XRP is on the cusp of surpassing this 30% threshold, results in the narrative becoming more in-depth. With this information, it appears that an even greater acceptance is taking place across the entire global financial environment. A stunning update that took place just 6 days earlier anticipated that the entire value of XRP transactions may surpass $1.2 quadrillion. This would result in an increase in the potential price of the cryptocurrency that would be greater than $10,000. This truly signifies a big shift in light of the fact that financial institutions are beginning to make greater use of the XRP ledger, and the buyback program that Ripple is putting into action is no longer only a rumor, rather it is a reality that is developing at a rate that is faster than anyone could have imagined it would. Additionally, Ripple Labs, the business that is in charge of XRP, is not only contemplating the acquisition of XRP, but they are really carrying out the transaction. A report that was released not too long ago stated that Ripple has initiated a major buyback, which would result in the retirement of around 1 billion XRP. This information was obtained from the report. This move shows that there is a strong vote of confidence in the value of XRP and its potential inside the ecosystem of the financial system. This is a clear indicator of the confidence that has been shown. The news that the Federal Reserve is not merely monitoring from the sidelines, but is actively interested in embracing XRP as a cornerstone of global payment infrastructures adds another layer of complexity to the situation. However, the Federal Reserve is not simply observing from the sidelines. Assuming widespread acceptance by central banks all over the world, the ramifications are, to put it simply, shocking. Forecasts estimate that the value of XRP would jump to a range of $12,000 to $22,000 per coin. This is based on the assumption that the cryptocurrency will be widely adopted. The recent increase in the value of XRP is evidence that it has the potential to radically transform the global financial system. This is evident from the fact that its value has recently increased. In addition, it has been established that Google's observations are in agreement with this trajectory, which also substantiates the Federal Reserve's aspirations to implement XRP as a worldwide payment solution due to its unparalleled capabilities in this regard. Because of this series of achievements, Ripple and XRP have accomplished a significant milestone. This places them at the forefront of financial innovation and has the potential to transform the landscape of global payments. Ripple and XRP have succeeded in reaching this milestone. We have got some bombshell leaked documents and we are about to share them with you. Yes, we are about to make these revelations to you because we have obtained them. As time goes on, it is becoming increasingly clear that the Federal Reserve has had its sights set on XRP for quite some time now. This is something that is becoming more and more obvious. It was just a few weeks ago that the Federal Reserve made the announcement that it aims to use XRP on a global scale in accordance with the international standard ISO 42017.